Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, this is Ed Grandelski, Town Council Chair. We are coming out of executive session. It is 10:25. So we're moving on to item 10, appointments to boards and commissions. Item 10A, Jasmine Birdie, appointment to the Public Safety Commission. Can I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do we have, okay,
Ed,
discussion?
is our notes incorrect about the Vision Committee for Ms. Birdie? That-
She had previously applied for the Vision Commission, and we had actually updated the appointment sheet for tonight because that was an old note
Okay.
about that.
There's one place that says vision, but everywhere else it says public
I
safety.
just wanted to make sure before.
Yeah, no, okay, no, that's good. That's,
I thought it was public safety from the.
but, right, but it
interview
was,
last week.
Yeah. I did receive a message while we were in an executive session pointing out that the public comments submitted regarding her appointment did not meet the normal protocol for a public comment in terms of a name and an address. So they had asked that the comments be stricken from the record.
well, that was where we could have had an attorney present because I didn't have, yes, the name.
One of
was-
them did have a full name.
Yes,
and
yes.
the other did not
The
have a
others did
name.
not, yes.
Yeah. So anyway,
So-
just bringing that up,
That's, okay.
as I said I would.
I think for future rep, we need a full name. Okay, getting back to, okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes,
Go ahead, John.
John LaBelle.
We have to be over here now for the public.
Are we following council,
Can you hold it up to the mic, Ed?
council Wood on the procedure for selecting?
Your mic.
Up to the mic.
Commission members?
No, up to the top of the mic.
Is your mic on?
Yes. Low, I got 10%.
Again, my concern here is that, the charter requires certain steps to occur whenever we appoint members to commissions. Now, I understand that people, have told me that, well, we have difficulty getting people to volunteer, and if we get a volunteer, then we have a volunteer. But I think that the town is entitled to do a more complete research and background checking on people who are appointed to commissions. I therefore, in the absence of, well, quite frankly, I've been in a hospital ever since our last meeting. I'm in a nursing home right now. I have not had a chance to do any further research, so I will, I find it difficult to vote in favor of this individual.
Well, are you saying that our interview well, we did have an interview, so,
The part that, if I recall correctly, in the charter, requires, our town attorney to interview or make recommendations as well.
I don't believe
I don't believe so.
Don't remember exactly the wording, but,
If that's the
I think
case,
that
then everybody
that
that
is
we
been,
put on the commissions need to be
an
taken off, cause
ongoing,
none of them have been gone in front of the
process.
attorney.
He's speaking.
I have not been aware of that in the past, that the town attorney has had to approve we have the boards and commissions.
I used the wrong word, a town attorney review. And I'm trying to remember what section of the charter, that's in. But I think going forward, that the town council, needs to be more deliberative, on who's appointed, regardless as to how desperate we are to have someone in a position. But, barring that, I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to vote on this candidate.
Okay, thank you, John. Any other comments? Ula?
That's the interview process is, how you get to know the candidate, because nobody knows the candidates, most of the candidates intimately, and that's the purpose of the interview process. And again, if had to go through the attorney, then, nobody today would be reappointed or appointed to any position.
Any other comments? Okay, I guess, we'll have a roll call vote.
Kevin Kurtula,
No.
Tony Gambatista,
No.
Wulatik Barclay,
Yes.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
David Griffiths.
I'm gonna vote yes, because I think it's nice to have people on that have slightly different ideas. She's gonna yell at me.
James Rivers,
No.
John LaBelle,
No.
Ed Grandelsky.
No,
Okay, so that is,
motion fails.
Yep.
Next on the agenda is Brian Travella. He wants to be reappointed to the Housing Authority.
So moved.
Second it.
Brian's attended 6 out of 7 meetings in 2025 and 7 out of 7 meetings in 2024. And the Housing Authority has no vacancies. Any comments?
He, attends most of the meetings, he has good input, and, he's well-liked. Carol Green really likes him. She likes his suggestions, so.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments?
Yeah, this is John.
John, go ahead.
I've been to a couple of the housing authority meetings, and my observation is that Brian tends to be attentive and ask questions, and I think he's been a good member, and I would support his nomination.
Any other comments?
I'd like to know how you're attending the meetings. They're not televised or recorded. There's only minutes.
John, can you comment on that?
I didn't understand.
How are you attending the meetings when they're not televised and they're not recorded? There's only minutes. I have not seen you at one meeting.
I'm sorry, I still can't understand what you're saying.
Did you, Ulla is saying that she's never seen you attending the meetings, and that the meetings are not televised.
That's correct. I went there by invitation of the chairman chairman. And on one occasion, I provided advice on how to deal with the elevator contract. I believe that was 2 meetings.
Okay.
Just go with a vote.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote.
John LaBelle,
John, you're on. Your vote.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
Kevin Kuchula,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Tony Gamatista,
Yes.
David Griffiths,
Yes,
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
Ed Grandelsky,
Yes. Motion passes. Next on the agenda is Permanent Building Commission. Daniel Troth.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve C through F.
I'll
Second.
second
We have
that
a
motion.
Second.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion. Any discussion?
What are those items? I don't have the agenda in front of me.
Okay, see, hang on. I've got to get the right page here. Okay, we are looking at, the motion is to, for boards and commissions, item 10C, appointing Daniel Troth to a reappointment to the Permanent Building Commission. Item 10D, Thomas Weaver, reappointment to the Permanent Building Commission. Item 10E, Kevin Mahan, reappointment to the Board of Recreation. And item 10F, Fave Berryu, reappointment to the Board of Recreation.
Okay, I believe that motion is inconsistent with the town charter. I believe the town charter requires appointments, voting on appointments be by individually conducted.
Okay, we will take that under advisement. Any other comments? I'm looking at, I think we can
do it.
I think we can vote as is proposed. Any comments?
Go ahead.
Okay, roll call vote.
David Griffiths,
Yes,
James Rivers,
Yes.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
Tony Gamatista,
Yes.
John LaBelle,
Abstain.
Kevin Kuchula,
Yes.
and Ed Grandelsky.
Yes. Okay, take care of that. Now we'll look at Sarah Chamberlain.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jamie Fraser to the Board of Recreation. Is it a regular seat or an alternate?
It's an alternate.
Alternate seat.
I'll second it.
Okay, yeah, all right.
What was that motion?
To appoint Jamie Fraser, an appointment to the Board of Recreation.
Thank you.
Hang on, I'm trying to get to that page. We have two candidates for that position. And the first person that has been brought up is Jamie Fraser. Let's see, where is the? I gotta find where we have some comments. Wait a minute. Okay, currently there is one alternate member vacancy on the Board of Recreation. And at this point in time, the motion on the floor is to appoint Jamie Fraser to that position. Are there any other, I don't know how to handle this, I guess. Yeah, okay, comments, all right.
I'd just like to make a comment, Mr. Chairman. The reason I nominated Mr. Frazier is he showed interest only in this commission, and I believe that the other young lady, who was an outstanding candidate as well, it seemed, had shown interest in other places that we might be able to use her services, but I'm not sure. Again, that's something we gotta maybe, circle back with her.
If we look at the dates of the applications, Jamie's is the 24th of December, and the other one is the 18th. So there's another thing to look at, 18th of
Anyway,
December.
those are the reasons that I voted for, or I should say, made that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Ed?
Yes.
I'll agree with Mr. Rivers. I came in with the same logic. They were both great candidates. I'd like to appoint them both if there were two positions for the Board of Rec. There
Right.
aren't.
One.
The only difference in their applications is Jamie specified he would only want the Board of Recreation, and Sarah indicated she'd be willing to serve on different ones, and so I agree with Mr. Rivers on that point. I hope she does find interest in another board. She's
Okay, sure.
highly qualified, and I think it will be a great asset to the town.
Yeah, okay, on the application, and Sarah's app, Vision Committee or Conservation, so.
Yep. I
Any
totally
other-
concur.
Any other
that-
yeah, go ahead.
I almost feel bad because I know Jamie, I've watched him dedicate his time to coaching, but she was very impressive. So I really hope we can get her to come forward, either for Vision or Conservation.
Okay,
Because she was outstanding.
roll call vote to appoint Jamie Frazier as an alternate member of the Board of Recreation.
John LaBelle,
Abstain.
Tony Giambattista,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
David Griffiths.
Yes.
Ula Teak Barclay,
Yes.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
Ed Grandelsky,
Yes. Motion carries. Now, we are on. Moving on to item 11, reports from liaison, Board of Education. She was here, but given the time factor, and Borough Council, again, the time factor, so we're moving on to item 12. Discussion acceptance of monthly budget reports.
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
Any comments? Well,
Inasmuch as I've been mostly in a hospital and haven't had a chance to review it, I will abstain.
you vote how?
He's abstaining.
Oh, okay, all right, we're gonna roll call vote
Do we have to?
on 12A.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
Ula Teak Barclay,
Yes.
David Griffiths,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Tony Giambattista,
Yes.
and you said Mr. LaBelle abstained?
He abstains.
Ed Grandelsky,
Yes. Okay, system object based on adjusted for Board of Education. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to accept.
Second.
Any comments?
What's the motion, please?
It's system object based on adjusted budget for the Board of Education.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll call vote, please.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
Ula Teak Barclay,
Yes.
David Griffiths,
Yes.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes.
Tony Giambattista,
Yes.
John LaBelle,
Yes.
Ed Grandelsky.
Yes. Motion carries. Item 13, Town Manager's Report.
Would you like me to go through it one at a
Sure,
time?
whatever, yeah, well, I guess, yeah, we can go through it fairly, well, whatever, at your pace. That's, we want a good report.
All right, well, I think everybody knows on the sewer moratorium, we've reached a verbal tentative agreement with Frito on the drafts that have gone back and forth, and we're just waiting for the final version for the town attorney to review and go before WPCA for a vote, so we're hoping that we'll get that back from their corporate counsel at any time. On the wastewater planning project for the expansion, we've talked about that a lot tonight. We are approved, and we're just waiting for signature on the contract and the notice to proceed from DEEP. We thought we were assured we would get that on Friday. We didn't have it, so
You might have to wait another.
I might have to wait another Friday. I did leave him a voicemail today asking if I missed an email with his signature in it. So anyway, we can talk more about more aggressive ways to push them if needed. On the KMS Community Center project, we're continuing to move along slowly. The Permanent Building Commission's having a sort of, excuse the expression, come to Jesus meeting with the construction manager next Monday. They are acting like they're gonna finish this up in February. They're starting to use terminology like completion lists and so on. There are some spaces that have been accepted, so it's not as if there's not progress, it's just not moving as fast as we'd like. Financially, we're still in good shape, and our special meeting in February is going to be in part a joint meeting with the building commission, so if we need to at that meeting, we can go into an executive and get into more detail on some things. Regarding the PFAS issue, not a lot of new information. There's been test letters sent out to 113 homes. 73 have tested, 63 are positive. 66 are positive. Had a status call with DEEP today. They're going to start ramping up the enforcement investigation side of their effort, looking at prior documentation, prior spills to see if they can identify responsible parties, and in recognition that the filtration systems are a 10 to 15 year solution, if they can identify responsible parties and get judgments and awards, they might be able to put together funding to tie people into public water down the road. So that's what they're eyeing things.
How many houses again? How many
Right
residents?
now, there's been 113 letters that have gone out, so 113 offers to test. 73 have tested, 66 are positive.
66 out of 73.
Yep.
And approximately, what's the limits of?
It's gonna continue, well.
How many, are we going to keep going? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're gonna
that's a
keep
pretty
going. So
high
they're-
hit rate, so you
they're-
keep going until you
they're
run out of.
testing- Their testing protocol at this time is if they get a positive result, they expand the search area by 500 feet.
And how far, no, without naming names, but how far away approximately from the site?
The site.
How far away from the site are we now testing? I mean,
Oh, we're in our, we're in our third round.
yeah, but where are we geographically?
That, yep, Arnold Lane, Lawton Lane, Litchfield Ave,
So
Cotton
that,
Bridge Road.
the plume is headed
Yep. Lake-
south,
We're out on Lake
east?
Ave.
I mean,
It's gonna continue.
but it's southeast
Yeah,
of the
it's
site,
southeast-
more or
southeast.
less.
Does anyone know if they've checked Pomfret across the river, being as the crow flies close to
This
that?
house is
They haven't-
right over the
They haven't
river.
checked that far yet. Yeah.
Because it's not that far. What do you think? It's just it's just a political boundary in between.
It all depends what's happening under the surface, you know.
We already know that there's positive test results outside of their search area that DEEP hasn't reached yet. People have told us, yes, I went and tested my well for PFAS and I have positives. So it's a matter of time before
I'm going to be next.
DEEP gets out there.
Thank you.
Regarding the dam, I think we all know and heard tonight that the report recommends leaving the slide gate open, which would essentially turn the dam into a culvert. DEEP hasn't offered any feedback on that yet. They've had it for about a week. I don't expect that we'll hear anything in the near soon.
Possibility of coming to an agreement as to what level higher than draining it without compromising the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that's gonna be part of Deep's review, right? Because there's different, dam
But-
safety has it right now, but there's other environmental considerations that have to be factored in, right? The narrow view that the dam safety division is looking at when they ordered it to be lowered was public safety,
Right.
preventing property damage, potential loss of life. But there are other environmental considerations. Those are lower down on the dam safety's priority list. But I imagine this is gonna be part of the consideration dialogue that goes on as they review that report.
So have they looked at what actually is caused the seepage? Because, I mean, they are primitive dams,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
the problem's been existing for over 20 years.
Deterioration.
But like, how much would it actually take to fix it?
I don't know. I know to replace the entire dam would be a few $1 million. There's methods of plugging a dam, but they're risky, especially on a dam of that age. It could make the problem worse.
So at some point in time, would you recommend the council write to the company that we would like to see it?
Yeah, we can put together some correspondence voicing the council's concerns and opinions.
Because I think that
Send that to
it's a
Deep.
valuable piece, but I don't think you can bring it back to full height,
Right. Yeah.
my opinion.
They've been trying to dump the property for over 10 years now.
Well, if you'll take it, they'll give it to you.
Well, they wanted to hand it over to Killenly, but we voted not to take it because of the liability and
Right.
the
And now
cost
the
of-
liability, it's showing its head, so.
We did also inquire of the Army Corps because they had come out with a grant funding source just before the holidays. We talked to them. They said this is not an eligible water body. It's not within their review. We did get a half of a yes from another grant funding source. We would need to have more conversation with them, but their solution is probably one no one wants to hear, which is that they would just remove the dam entirely. So,
But
I don't
once the
think that's what
water
anybody's
comes
looking
down to
for.
that level, it really doesn't affect Cat Hollow, does it?
if they, at the level it's at now, water is just gonna flow through it all the time. So
Right.
there's probably gonna be more water going through there because it's gonna flow through more constantly.
Less evaporation, less
Right.
permeation,
Yeah.
you're gonna have more,
Sorry.
which could be problematic too, right?
Yeah.
Well, it would be catastrophic flow. That's, a complete breach would be a catastrophic. So, but I look at it, I think we gotta wait for DEP, let them approve or deny or whatever, ask for more information, and then maybe we can jump in then. The property values and whatnot can be a problem. I liked it as a kid, it was a great place to go. So, I think we have, but right now, I don't think we have,
So just.
we don't wanna have skin in the game right now.
So clarification, that, we'll call it a report or a plan, I
Yeah.
don't call it that, but, that is with DEP to review, and they
Review
could
and approve.
approve that, not approve that.
Correct.
Is there any idea, any color from engineering yourself, or whoever's talked to DEP, that they would force them to repair the dam back to its
Yeah.
original? I mean, what's the normal course of action at this point for DEP to look at just dropping the level, is that okay with them? Do you have any idea?
I don't have
You don't
any
have
idea
any
if it
idea,
is or
okay.
not.
So we're still waiting for
I
their
think
feedback?
there's more considerations, right? Who has it
Right.
right now is dam safety. They have a
Okay,
very
so
regulatory-
they're
they have a
they're
very
looking over
narrow
this
view
this
of-
one-page
Yeah.
so-called plan.
But there's
Okay.
other departments at DEP that have different purview and different jurisdiction, like the environmental impacts, that's outside of dam safety. So it's a broader conversation than just dam safety. And I don't think that if we voice concerns about what's going on there, I don't think dam safety is going to have the courage to act unilaterally and ignore all that stuff, right? So, that's my take on it. But they haven't showed us their hand. They've basically said, yeah, we've got the report, we're looking at it. So,
Have you been out there?
yes. On the Bailey Hill Mill, we need to do some more environmental work, limited phase 3, so we've written the scope and asked for permission to go ahead and do that. You heard the attorney Ann Catino say that the Transfer Act is sunsetting March 1st, so we're gonna look to do that work after March 1st because we'll have a more lenient set of regulations in which to do it. And then on the Regional Brownfields grant that we applied for over the summer, we did get that award, and we had a kickoff meeting last week. This is for doing environmental assessment work at the old high school on Broad Street, and so we're getting started on that effort.
So what does that actually mean? That you'll study it and see what's the problem before you can sell it?
Yeah, it's taking an inventory of.
So you have to be fully upfront what's happening there?
That's right, that's right. Okay, that's my report.
Okay, moving on. 13B, WPCA moratorium update, we did that in the manager's report at item 1. Moving on, unfinished business for town council action, discussion of town council liaisons to boards and commissions and subcommittee assignments. We passed those out today. I guess we can discuss that, or we can delay that till next month.
Delay it.
Whatever is your pleasure.
Thank you for the assignments, Mr. Chairman. We'll talk about it next time if we have a problem.
Okay, I guess we're gonna move on. Consideration and possible appointment of town attorney. Well, I don't think we're gonna, we've had interviews today, but I think we can wait. We can take the interviews in mind, and we can pass that on till the next month's meeting. We did 15A, 15B. Consideration and action on resolution related to renewal Connecticut Department of Transportation right-of-way acquisition agreement.
So moved.
Brian, can you give us a little update?
Yep, so we've had an agreement.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. We've had an agreement with DOT in the past where we delegated responsibility to them to be the point and lead on managing the acquisition of permanent and temporary easements and rights of way when we're talking about projects that are grant funded with state or federal funds. It really provides a lot of efficiency to the project because they have the expertise and the technical justification for why they need those easements. So it makes sense for them to manage that process because they're already familiar with the funding requirements and particulars of managing compliance. So that agreement expired last March. They sent us a renewal agreement, and I would recommend we enter into it in light of the bridge projects we have coming up over the next few years, where we're going to need to acquire temporary or permanent easements or rights of way to support those.
Do we need our town attorney to review this?
No.
Not just,
There's nothing you can change in it. This is
It's
what it
it's
said.
pretty boilerplate.
well, I'm just throwing it out, you know. You know, they could say, yes, you don't like it, but again, it's what they're giving us, we have to accept it. Roll call vote, please.
Jonathan Cecilini,
Yes?
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
David Griffiths,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
James Rivers.
Yes.
Tony Gamatista,
Yes.
John LaBelle,
Yes.
and Ed Grandelsky.
Yes. Motion carries. I will need a motion to extend the meeting. We are hitting the 11 o'clock time.
So moved
Second.
What time do you wanna,
to 11:30 before I fall asleep.
do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
Discussion?
Just a voice vote.
No, we gotta go with a roll call because of the,
Mr. Chairman, just for point of clarification, I believe that Freedom of Information requires that everybody's vote be counted in the manner that they voted, doesn't necessarily require you to do a roll call. And like, sometimes you have to do that to get to that information, but if you said all in favor and everybody says they're all in favor, then the clerk can write down.
Yeah.
Someone that reads the minutes needs to understand how Mr. Griffiths voted, how I voted on each item. If that can be achieved in a more expeditious manner, you're allowed to do that. But if you can't, then you'd roll call.
Well,
because
okay,
it
I
might
will
not be
take,
clear.
We were advised that when we have somebody on remote, that we need to do roll call votes. That's why we switched.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I think we would have been doing it,
We would've been doing it normal if everybody here,
Who advised?
because of the remote
the remote,
nature.
John on remote, so.
Never did that before.
Where are we now? Oh, motion to extend the meeting to 11:30. We have a second. Roll call vote.
Tony Gambatista,
Yes.
John LaBelle,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
David Griffiths.
Yes,
Jonathan Cessalini,
Yes.
Ed Grandelsky.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, 15C, consideration and action on regional municipal brownfield grant resolution.
So, this is the same grant I just referenced in my report. Grant's already been approved. It was previously authorized to apply. We're asking for a new resolution because the previous resolution referenced authorizing the interim town manager to sign the grant documents. And
So moved.
thank you.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
John LaBelle,
Yes.
Tony Gambatista,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
David Griffiths.
yes,
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
Jonathan Cessalini,
Yes.
Ed Grandelsky.
Yes, motion carries. Item 15D, consideration and action on a resolution adjusting the town council recording secretary's salary.
so moved.
Second.
I think tonight proves it.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
What value are we talking about?
We are going from, the compensation will be adjusted from $287 per meeting to $315 per regular meeting, and from $23.50 to $25 per hour for special meetings.
Okay.
Roll call vote. Any more discussion, John?
No.
Okay, roll call vote.
Jonathan Cessalini,
Yes.
Ulatik Barclay,
Yes.
David Griffiths,
Yes,
Kevin Kurtula,
Yes.
James Rivers,
Yes.
Tony Gambatista,
Yes.
John LaBelle,
Yes.
and Ed Grandelsky.
Yes, motion carries. Item 15F, consideration and action on refund of tax payment made in error.
so moved. You missed one.
You skipped an agenda item 15E.
Oh, 15E, discussion and possible consideration, thank you, to changes for interviewing boards and commission candidates.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, discussion, well,
Oh, it's a motion to discuss.
yeah,
Okay. So there's a
For clarification, there's a motion just to discuss this issue.
Well, yes, and hopefully pass it.
Well, what are we,
another time.
what are we discussing or passing?
So I was asked to add this on the agenda so we could have a discussion about not having the camera on when we do the interviews at the special meetings for board and commission members. So that would be a change of procedure, and it was requested by a council member to have this on the agenda for discussion. So if you'd like to do that, then we can change the procedure.
I felt it's very important that you do off camera so that people don't feel that they are not going to come forward. The big thing is we want people to participate and be involved. And I found over the years, a lot of people feel very intimidated about having to be on camera when they're interviewed.
I concur with that.
So is that interview going to be heard by the public? Because we need to be open with people that are being interviewed.
In that respect, the only public would be, in person, would be seeing the interview.
So if the people don't want to be on camera when they're being interviewed, if it was a board or commission that is being televised, how would they feel about that, where they do have to speak, like planning and zoning?
You have a good point, because they're well, this is the interview part. So they know going in that the meetings themselves will be televised. But if we're doing this across the board,
Yes. It's just that the type of questions you're asking sometimes are quite intimidating. Somebody says that, that's the way I do it, so.
Mr. Chairman, I had a discussion with a former chair that's not sitting here right now, because most of you are, but another former chair of the town of Killingly, and they mentioned this idea to me, that there was a time when we did not televise
true.
the interviews. And again, I personally, I just feel like easier to ask a question, a tougher question, if I don't have 1,000 people watching or listening in. You obviously can still have the public here if they, it's an open meeting. It would be recorded as such, but just, I mean,
It's
or
our
clerked as
purview,
such.
however,
Yeah,
something that
so
we-
I support this initiative if that's a motion. I don't know if we've made a motion yet, if that's, or we're just discussing it still.
We're just,
Is that the only adjustment that we're proposing at this time?
Yes.
Or the-
Yeah, would this apply to the whole special meeting? There was a time when we would have special meetings and that wasn't televised. That changed somewhere in the course of the last 12 years. The Tuesday prior to the regular meeting, the special town council meeting, was not at one time televised in this room. We used to have it where the police room was down there by the town manager's office and just a boardroom.
I'm
true.
trying to remember that, and I don't recall. But
You've
that's
been here for
possible.
many, many years.
But again, that's why we're bringing it up, that whole meeting was not.
No public was
I'd
involved.
like to make a motion that question be deferred to the town attorney.
I don't know if we need to,
It's a political question, not a legal question.
Even procedure.
Well, when you walk in what sign do you see when you walk in the lobby on the first floor?
The boards and commissions. The position's open for the
Yeah.
boards and commissions.
What does that have to do with it, John?
Are you out of battery power over there?
what's that?
You still out?
Yeah, he's still here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still on. But my phone is,
There's no I'm not
I think that's it.
I'm not
done.
seconding that motion, Mr. Chairman. I don't know if anyone else is, but
You are.
I'm not seconding the motion. I don't think anyone else has seconded John's motion to have an attorney review this idea. That's the
No,
motion
yeah,
that's
right,
made.
that's what
That's
he's-
where we
he's
are.
making
We're
an
waiting for a
additional
second
right.
and,
Right. Is there anyone else who wants to second John's motion? Okay, there's no second. So, because we didn't specifically,
Call for a
we didn't say no cameras, we just called for discussion and possible consider to changes for interviewing boards and commissions. So,
I'll make a motion that we do not have cameras at the special meeting when we have interviews for candidates.
Second.
okay. That clarifies that. Any more discussion?
I have a question. So people who call in via phone can hear everything, but the Zoom will be shut off?
The cameras are shut off.
The camera, well,
So are they on Zoom with,
there would be sound too, I would assume with sound too.
I think everything is off. There'll be no recording, there'll be no,
The live broadcast. Clarify my motion, but the live broadcast would not take place during the special meeting where we have interviews of candidates,
yeah.
so on phone?
sound and sight.
So on phone, they'd still be able to hear the interview?
Phone.
They could still call in, correct?
You mean like if the
If it was a Zoom
town
meeting?
council is on the WebEx and they're participating in the meeting? Or like John is right now?
Yeah, if they were on a phone.
Carissa could mute us if she wanted to, right?
What? I can't hear you.
If you needed to, you could mute the room.
Yeah, I can mute the room.
Yeah.
I can mute
If
the room
someone's
so
on
maybe
video
the live
line.
broadcast could go out with all of the mics muted.
But we want the
Video would
opposite.
physically be on, but the mics would be muted.
But we don't, you're right, we don't wanna
Well-
mute the room, we just wanna turn the camera off.
Right, turn the camera off, but if someone's on like John, he would want to be part of the discussion.
Sure, okay,
The WebEx can be on without cameras.
yep.
Okay,
If
all right.
somebody called in for a video interview, Zoom could be on. You can see them, but it doesn't have to go live out to the world.
Right.
Are we, okay, that's,
Zoom would just be showing on the big TVs. That's an internal only thing.
One-on-one,
okay.
or group on-one.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote.
John LaBelle?
I lost it, my phone is dead.
Oh, okay. Tony Gambatista?
Yes,
James Rivers?
Yes.
Kevin Kuchula?
Yes.
David Griffiths?
Yes.
Ulatik Barclay?
Abstain.
Jonathan Cecilini?
Yes.
And Ed Grandelsky?
Yes. And we lost John at 11:10.
So we don't need roll call votes anymore.
Yeah. Okay, consideration and action on refund of tax payment made in error.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, so we had a former taxpayer had set up automatic payments to make payments on a property that
A former taxpayer had set up automatic payments through our iCloud credit card software, and they sold the property. They forgot to cancel the automatic payments, and it continued to be made. This is an issue we tried to resolve administratively with the vendor, but their customer support hasn't been what we would like it to be, and rather than hold this person up, I'm just deciding to ask the council to authorize a refund, and we will sort it out with the vendor on our own.
Any comment? Roll call vote.
We don't need to.
We need a roll call.
John's gone.
Oh, well, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Board of Ed tomorrow night.
Item 16, council member reports. I guess we've got new people, we've just got the new assignments. If anybody wants to make a report, Tony, if you wanna,
I just had agricultural commission, they just went over the newsletter. They're pretty dormant at this point, so nothing
okay.
really.
Jim?
I went to education last month. I'm going tomorrow night. Yeah, they're working on their budgets. Talked about wrestling. Told them superintendent, the town manager need to straighten it out. That was it.
They're gonna wrestle.
Well, the wrestling space issue. They might wrestle. I don't know. They're gonna be wrestling each other for the space.
Kevin?
Permanent building hasn't met yet, as town manager is reporting, they're gonna meet in the near future to, go over some of the issues. And I haven't had any others. I got one Thursday night, but nothing this week so far.
Ula?
The Housing Authority meeting was canceled, from the Planning and Zoning, 217 Stone Road, the Burnett, they wanna make a family compound, so they had a re-subdivision. It was approved, although there was a question because it's a 5-mile river overlay, where you're not supposed to, cut down trees, and they had previously logged the property, but it was approved. The Federated Church wanted to give the property with the cemetery on Cook Hill Road to the town, and that was approved. They were given the property when the church, church closed, and they're not able to care for the property. So Killenly does have cemetery services, so they're gonna take that over. The Preserve at Valley View and 55 Dog Hill Road, they requested a bond transfer that was approved. 91 Burlingame Road, they want to construct a detached garage, and that was referred to staff. And on 201 Coomer Hill Road, they want to propose a 3-lot subdivision. The public hearing is on January 20th. The Planning and Zoning is on Tuesday instead of Monday because of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, which is a holiday. Property on 90 Putnam Pike, there's a public hearing on January 20th, and this is a proposed distribution center, and that's right across from the town garage. And that is it.
Thank you. And the Conservation Commission, they talked about their environmental award, and they were looking at putting together another one of their bus tours. And that's all I have. Oh, go ahead. Oh,
I have the health department, and they're getting the information to us of what they're gonna bill us for next year. $193,595.10. Our population that they're working off of was 2024, 18,093 people. So it's not even 1,000 above what it used to be. I'm surprised. I thought it would be higher than that.
So what's the per capita charge?
It's gonna go to $11.40. We used to be, for 10 years ago, we used to be the cheapest health district in the state. And we're no longer the cheapest in the state.
So what was it, is it going from 11 to 1140?
11, no, it's on one page here. Last year was 10:30, now it's going to 11:40 per capita.
That's a huge increase.
Well, it would be nice if I had help there.
What kind of help would you like, Dave?
The assistant, the chairman, the vice chairman is from Killenly and has not showed up at a meeting.
The chair and the vice chair?
Hmm?
The chair and the vice chair?
No, the chair showed up, it's the vice chair from Killenly. So. 12 towns, it's a little hard. We are the biggest town. We do contribute the most money. We do have 2 members, and we also have the borough there. We're also supposed to have an alternate, too.
Dave, is it a council member?
Yes.
Former one?
Yes.
We've had that issue in the past, where a former council member stays on that board or commission, you know, and out of
This
town
was
one.
newly elected. Or appointed, maybe that's a better word.
But are they currently serving, is the vice chair of that of the health department,
Yep,
a current serving town councilor in Killen.
no, not on the council anymore.
I always found that to be a problem.
So the vice chair was on the town council, is no longer attending the meetings. So when are the meetings?
Whenever they're called.
I'd be willing to attend the meetings as long as I'm not working. So what days do they?
So what they send you the bill, you can't really do much about it. You have to give them notice, 12 months in advance if you want to get out of the health department.
Yeah, that was a concern last year, and we
And
So
we
did-
what?
voted to stay with
Right.
the health department.
Yeah, we will
But it's the same thing that you see in all the contracts, I'm gonna tell you. The reason the teacher's contract went up so much, we lose people to other towns. It's almost $10,000 per teacher more if you wanna go to Putnam. We lose to other health departments all the time, because we have not kept our salaries up high enough. I tried to get them to do the same thing that the legislature agreed to, which was, I guess it was the federal legislature, that says if you're a nurse in one town, you don't, in one state, you don't have to go get recertified. That certification will carry over to other states. I was trying to get the same thing done with the health department. If you're certified as an inspector in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, let us be able to come here. The problem is, the state only has 2 trainers to train people to be inspectors. It takes forever to get one.
Yeah, I've heard about the problems that they don't schedule the classes and.
Yep. And they're far away.
So there's a real problem. We're getting up with the inspections, and that is doing good. I think the director is doing an excellent job with what he can work with.
I will just add to that report from my time on the Health Department Board years ago. We are notorious in this area, or had been, of keeping 0 increases or very low increases, below inflation increases, year after year after year. So a combination of what Mr. Griffiths just described, and the fact that you have this pent-up lack of increase to keep up with inflation, and now you get hit twice. And I think I can tell you at the Council of Governments, there was a period of 10 years where the assessment didn't go up. So
Yeah.
we're trying to catch up, and you're gonna be, if you don't like the health department increase, you're gonna be shocked and awed by the animal control increase you're gonna see from the Council of Governments. You can opt out. You can opt out of council governments without the statutory period of time that you have at health department. So you have less choice with health department in reality, because the other thing is there is no other health department that will take you, because they don't want any more towns either. So that's something we ran into in Wyndham. No other health department would even take us at any price. They just don't have the capacity or the people to do the job, so they're not taking on any new towns anywhere. So, but you have this. Okay, what's the alternative? And if you look at some of the, different
Well-
services, how do you do it yourself for less? Like, you could bring in your own health department. Well, price that out, Mr. Town Manager. You're not gonna like the price. And then that's if you can find a certified, a master's in public health and all, in the doc and all this other stuff you need for that. So, I think it's worth looking at, and we can direct the town manager to look at any and all options on all these outside services. And maybe there's some opportunities to peel off or get together with other towns or something. But I mean, the health department, I think, is still pretty low, and it's still pretty good value comparative to other health districts in the state.
But you said it used to be one of the lowest, and it is no longer. So where does it fall with the other health districts? Because there was a huge increase last year too.
Right? I think we're number 1 or 2 from the top because of this. Don't forget, we provide more services here. If you're in a big city, you don't have to go out and test water and test the ditches for your subsurface drainage and all that other stuff. So really, being in a rural area, even though they're paying fees for these things, it costs more.
So in light what you're saying, that the person, the vice chair, we have another person that's not a council member that is not attending the health department. Do we need, like next month, do we need an agenda item to replace that position? Or maybe that should be something,
I don't know if you can replace that position.
I don't think you,
We looked at removing somebody for cause a couple months ago over an issue.
Perhaps a conversation from with the town manager and that
well,
individual.
maybe I should call and make sure.
For that,
But the point is, you gotta come in and you gotta have someone back you up when you try to make some of the things. Just like the situation, when I had trouble with the last situation with the director of the health department, I had to finally go through and figure out what was going on. When there was a problem, the problem was, you had to go to your boss. And after you go to boss and you can't straighten out a problem you're having, then you go to HR. And then HR tells it to the person in charge of the health department. That was the end of it. It never got to the actual board of directors. So I had to change that. So once you get involved, you start to change these things. And then we have other situations so that there's plenty of opportunities to make some changes and to make sure people show up for meetings. I'll leave it at that.
so how do we,
I will talk to her.
okay.
let's start with that. We get first thing tomorrow.
You only got 4 minutes left.
All committee, so I guess the next item of business is, take a motion to
I'll
adjourn.
make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get that